In this live at-home martial arts training video, you're going to discover how to use your nunchucks. This is nunchucks training at home for beginners. Start with a pair of nunchucks in your hand. You're going to hold right in the middle for the warm-up. Your palm facing the sky. You're going to crank it forward, making what we call an orbital motion, just a spinning motion. You're pushing your hand forward in a small circle in this way. That gets it to go around to the front. If you reverse it, you'd be pulling it into you. You're going to do both those motions in this warm-up. But you're going to go forward first, turn your palm over, bring it to the opposite side of your body, spin it forward over here, turn it back, palm up, palm down. This whole warm-up, first motion is about 30 seconds. Palm up, palm down, and then you're just going to go up and down. This is your first basic spinning strike technique with the nunchucks. This basic trick is known as the figure eight or the infinity spin. And you're holding it in the middle, and the reason you're holding the middle is just for the warm-up. If you were defending yourself, you're going to hold at the end so that you can strike with maximum power. When you do more tricks, you're going to get closer. If you want to spin it faster, closer to the tip, holding in the middle is the way we warm up. Now, you've gone forward, you're going to reverse it and bring it backward. Welcome, everybody, for being here. Welcome to the first. I appreciate you guys being here with me today. You're pulling it back toward you. You're going to do the same thing, pulling it over to the opposite side of your body. This is a pulling in motion. And then you're going to turn your palm up, pull it in. Hello, Aaron. It's good to see you. No worries. Glad you're here. Palm over, reversing, and then this reverse figure eight or infinity spin. Now, anytime you go forward, you're doing a striking motion for self-defense, coming forward, creating maximum power. When you're pulling it back towards you, that reverse spin, these are also strikes, but they're also blocking or deflecting motions. So pulling it back in this figure eight is going to get you ready to defend yourself with those strikes. Put it in your other hand, palm in the middle, cranking it forward. I'm going to show you from the side. You can see it's just a small circle that's going to the outside of my body. Turn your palm over, turn your palm up, palm down, up and down. You've got your figure eight. Hello, Matthew. It's good to see you. Chad's here. Welcome, Chad. Good to see you too. So this is your forward spin. You can see as you turn your hand over more, you're going to get it more straight, meaning that it's going to look straighter this way. If you're here closer, you can spin and just, it's not going to be that straight line. If you're here, you want a nice straight line. You turn your wrist over, but they're all different ways to do it. You're just going to play around with it and see which way you like the best. Reverse that motion, pulling it in. You can start with that reverse spin, palm down, reverse spin. Put those together. You've got your reverse figure eight. Now that's the figure eight. That's the most basic thing. I want you to put your hand here on the very end. We talked about that at the beginning, striking, create maximum power to hit somebody. You're going to hold here. Now the most common question that you're going to ask, or people are going to ask me, is what happens, how do you keep from hitting yourself in the hand if you're trying to defend yourself and you're using chucks for self-defense and you have to strike? How do you do that without smashing your own finger? And there are two things you have to think about. One is follow through. Always follow through with your strikes. If you hit here and stop, you can see that's where it naturally lands. So if you go forward, it's hard for me to hit myself on purpose, but go forward, not because it hurts, but because my brain has trained it out. Go forward and it's going to hit yourself in the hand or hit yourself in the face. But if you follow through, it's coming back down across your body or out into space, and you're not going to hurt yourself. So that's the first thing. Second thing is where you're holding it. If you hold it here at the very end, you're less likely to smash your fingers because you're going to be hitting with this part of the tip. Now these are speed chucks, and if I fold them in, you do hit yourself in the hand. If you have the longer chain when you fold them in, your hand has space there and you're not going to hit yourself. I'll show you that on another video. So now, holding on the end for self-defense strikes, I want you to come down and up. The third part of not hitting yourself is how you stop it. And what happens here is you can see your hand is closed, and then as you come to the very end, you're going to come here. Garrett asks, can we do the tornado spins with the double nunchucks? Yes, I will do that on another video. I have limited time here on another live stream. I'll do that. I almost did double nunchucks for this one, but I wanted to do some basics. So I grabbed the single and I grabbed this one. See how my hand's opening? When you open your hand like that, when you bring it down, that acts as a natural break. If you keep your hand closed when you come down, you smash your knuckles. When you come down, your hand will open. You can see that a little bit. And that takes the energy just enough out of the chuck so that it goes into your hand instead of smashing your knuckles. So you practice that slowly at first as you go down, opening your hand, but not opening your fingers so that it comes out. And then after a while, you'll do that without thinking about it. So you're coming down first. You can hear that I'm starting to put some power into the strike, and you need that power for self-defense. It's also good to make your body stronger so that you can move faster with the chucks as you get better with the tricks. So you're coming up and down. This downward motion is a strike. If you turn your palm facing the ceiling and you bring it up, now you're hitting him under his chin or into the groin, or he's reaching out, maybe he's got a weapon, and you're gonna smash that fist or smash that hand. You're gonna hit him really hard as you come up with this. So you're gonna come up this way, down here, up and down. The second strike is a diagonal strike coming off of the same shoulder. This is your right hand, that's your right shoulder. You're going across to your left hip, and as it comes through, it just kind of wraps around your body. Your hand opens again. Your big bum is going to be in the way. It's not going to hurt as much. When you come back, you're just putting it there and letting it wrap around your shoulder. It's not going to hurt you in the back. You just come across and back. Diagonal strike is very effective for self-defense. And then a horizontal strike. And as you come across, your palm is facing the sky. You're coming from the same shoulder, your right shoulder, right hand. Come across, think about jaw or temple or into his body, into his waist, into his knees, and then coming back, palm facing down. So when you come across, palm facing up. When you come back, palm facing down. The question was nunchucks in Canada. Check that first link below. That goes to Century Martial Arts. And I know they do supply to Canada. I don't know what the laws are, but Century Martial Arts is the biggest martial arts supplier in the States. And you'll know right away if you can get it shipped to Canada or not if you go to that first link. So if you need a pair of chucks, look at the first link below. But palm up, coming across and down. You're gonna increase the speed as you warm up. Always go faster. If you can go faster in practice, you'll go faster when you need it. Then from your shoulder, come to your hip, come back to the other hip, and then pop him up under his jaw, making this right triangle. I also call this the Bruce Lee, or if you watch that Naruto Mighty Guy, I think he's called. And there's one other guy, something Lee. I always call it Spike Lee, but that's not what it is. Somebody put in the comment section below, who are the two Nunchucks guys in the Naruto franchise? But they all do this. This is just a really common, if you think about it, it's a right angled triangle, right? 2 90 degrees and then one up across the top. That's all that is. But now you're practicing 3 strikes in a row. You're gonna put it into the other hand. Rock Lee, thank you. Rock Lee and Mighty Guy. And coming across from the other side, one guy's big like me, the other guy's skinny like my best friend. We both use the chucks really well. Coming across, you start with that up and down, and then across and back, and then side to side, and you put it together. And if you want, you can add a spin up and a spin down, a spin up and a spin down. Now that spin up, if you're here, coming here and back, and then here and down, you can add a spin in each of those motions. It's been a while since I've done that, but spin across, spin back, spin up, spin down, spin across. There's a motion here. We can do a small circle above your head, and then a big circle, small circle, big circle. It's a great way. I just whacked myself in the head. It's a great way. That's good. You want to hit yourself. If you're not hitting yourself, it's like when we use the long martial arts staff. If you don't drop it, you're not growing. You're not gonna hit yourself as much with the staff, but you're gonna crank yourself a little bit when you're not focused, when you're trying to teach to a camera. You'll crank yourself a little, which is good. That'll improve your focus, that'll improve your technique. Small circle, big circle. But learn some new techniques. Now, this spin down, spin up. I want you to know all these basic moves so that you can weave them together and make yourself a simple form, or we'll call it freestyle. Don't think about forms so much. I can teach you a lot of different forms with the chucks, but instead of following someone else, make your own. Let's talk about this motion. When I bring this here, my palm, my hand, my arm, what's it called, forearm, my forearm is up and down. It's perpendicular to the ground like a tree growing out. Your other hand comes in front. Almost everybody I teach this to tries to do one of these and grab it from behind. The problem is the little kids are so flexible they can do it. I can't get back there very far anymore. You gotta go in front of your body and grab it under your elbow. But look at this. See how it's just hanging there? It's hanging there for a very important reason that I want you to understand. Because when you start to do this, almost everybody's gonna do one of these, and they bring it into their head, or they do one of these and they bring it out and they're trying to grab it and they can't get it. Wherever you point this has to follow it. So if you point this directly to the ground, see how it goes just directly to the ground, how it's straight now? Then it has to pop down there. And if you pull your arm out, it's gonna be too far away. So make sure you're nice and tight to your body. That's a proper way to do it anyway. Keep it tight. And then, look at that, it's right there. Now, let that go. You're gonna whip that across. You're gonna bust him in his chin for self-defense and bring it over to this side. But there it is again. Wherever you point this one, that one has to go. So if you're frustrated and you can't get it and you're getting all mad at yourself, you're gonna get mad at the chucks. You're gonna blame the chucks. Don't do that. It's you, right? Take full responsibility. 100% ownership. Reach across the body. There it is. If you put it there. You put it there. Put it where you want it. You start getting frustrated, take a deep breath, and realize you have 100% control over where that goes. And it has to go there every time. And your hand's gonna go right there. You're gonna grab it and pull it out. Now, once you get out, do a couple spins up here in the air, and then push your hand down and back and hit the upper part of your arm, the bicep and the tricep, front and the back. Once you do that a couple times, you're gonna throw it into, missed it, throw it into your armpit. You're gonna pinch down and get it all stinky, right? And then from here, once you're squeezing, you're creating tension. So see how I start to, I'm gonna do this with my hand. Good afternoon, Alita, it's good to see you. As you start to do that, that puts tension on it. That tension has to go somewhere, so you're gonna stick it in his face for self-defense. So you do a couple of these upper arms, catch it, squeeze. I call this the Bruce Lee stinky armpit. Squeeze, oh, missed it. Squeeze it. And guess what? You're gonna miss it. That's good. That means you're trying something new. After a while, you won't miss it as much, but I pray that you struggle. I hope this is hard for you. I hope you struggle and you don't quit, because if you struggle and you don't quit, you're gonna grow. It's the only way you grow. Out of your comfort zone, do something you're not good at, squeeze it, pop it, switch hands, a couple of outer orbitals, ear level up to your ear, front and back of the upper arm, catch it, pop them, switch hands, bring it out, circles, maybe throw in a figure eight, upper arm, catch it, pop them, switch hands a couple times. From here, Bruce Lee triangle, orbital, upper arm, figure eight, back to the upper arm, pinch, Bruce Lee, stinky armpit, and then back to this one. Now I want to show you the wrist roll. Oh, let me show you, before we go to the wrist roll, let's go forward. Because I often don't show you forward because so many people resist me. I'm like, you gotta go forward, they don't like it. And there's a simple reason. It's coming to the back of your head. You're gonna whack yourself. If you point the tip at your head, it's gonna hit your head. So don't point the tip at your head, point it straight up to the sky. And it has to go to the sky. As long as your head's not in the way, it's gonna run into your arm, your hand. You're gonna stick it right there between your first finger and your thumb. It's kind of hard watching. There we go. And then look what my hand's doing. That's all your hand's doing. Just down, up, down, up. There's a good chance I'm gonna pop myself, so stay tuned. From here, pop it up, pop it up, pop it up. Let me see if I can get a better angle. That's all you're doing. Bring it over. Missed it. If you miss it, keep going. You just go side to side. You want to bring it around your neck. Put your hand next to the opposite side of your face. If you're holding with your right, your left hand is going to go in your right cheek. Bring it across and make sure it's horizontal to your shoulders. If it's not horizontal, you're going to hit yourself in the head. I laugh because I hit myself in the head so much. I expect to do it. Bring it out. Do some figure eights. Do that upper arm. Do your Bruce Lee. Pop them. Switch hands. Triangle. Side to side. Forward. Across the body. In the other hand, you got some new tricks. Last one. Wrist rolls to a wrist roll. Wrist roll. Wrist roll. Now, this is where the length of the chain is really going to determine where you hold it. And you're going to have to figure it out because every pair, not every pair of nunchucks is different, but most pairs of nunchucks are different from other kinds of nunchucks. This has a short chain. You might have a short chain or string. I have strings up there, speed chucks, Lissa-Juice speed chucks. Some of you guys know what that is. And then I have dinosaur chucks, which is the long chain. And then I have Chinese chucks, which is a short stick and a really long chain. And they all move so differently. So from here, when you, there we go, I dropped it. That's a good sign. Either I'm losing focus, which is what it is. I'm losing steam. I've been going and going and going all week. Or you're getting out of your comfort zone. Either way, it's only a problem if you don't pick them up. Go ahead and drop them, pick them up. When you start to do this one, you're gonna drop it over and over and over again. And that's what I want for you. I want for you to drop it. I want you to struggle. I want you to feel challenged. I want you to struggle a lot and not quit. Because when you struggle and you don't quit, you grow. The only way you grow is out of your comfort zone. Write that down. You're not going to grow if you don't get out of your comfort zone. So I pray that you struggle. Every morning I wake up and I pray that my kids have enough struggle and support that day they feel like they've grown, they've learned something, or at least they're moving in the right direction. So you're going over the back of the hand and back. One side to the other side. Then you put that together with your figure eight, and then you can do wrist roll, wrist roll, wrist roll. And then all of a sudden you have some new techniques. You do a couple of wrist rolls, do your Bruce Lee triangle, do your upper arm, your stinky pit, changing hands, your small circle, big circle, small circle, big circle, small circle, big circle, and then a wrist roll, then you throw it and catch it or drop it. And if you drop it, that's good, just pick it up. But when you want to throw and catch, you're gonna make a circle. Now this is your right hand. On your right hand, you're going clockwise, old-fashioned analog clock, tick, 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 with a little sweeping second hand, goes around this way. When it's in your right hand, it's clockwise. When it gets to about 10 or 11 o'clock, you're gonna let it go, and you're gonna catch it with your left. And then you're gonna spin it and counterclockwise with your left hand. When it gets to 1 or 2 o'clock, let it go. See that it goes a full turn. It's gotta turn a full turn. When you let it go in your hand, your palm's gonna be facing away from you. When you catch it, your palm is facing the sky. And then you're gonna reverse it. Palm faces away, palm faces the sky. Then, once you've mastered that, you can go into your figure eight, you can throw it from behind your back into the other hand, switch feet, into the other hand. When you get really good, you won't have to look at it. You can see that I'm looking at it because I haven't done it in a long time. So the more